children, now we are in another session of the chapter Electrochemistry. In the previous session, we discussed about Daniell cell and its half cell reactions. Then, there you studied the cell potential of Daniell cell is 1.1 volt. Here, we discussed about cell potential and how this cell potential is created in Daniell cell. You know, the Daniell cell consists of two half cells. First one, zinc rod dipped in zinc sulfate solution. This is taken as anodic half cell. And the second one, copper rod dipped in copper sulfate solution, which is taken as cathodic half cell. Now, we consider the zinc rod dipped in zinc sulfate solution half cell, that is anodic half cell. When a metal is dipped in its own solution, then the metal have a tendency to undergo oxidation and go into the solution as its own ions. At that time, electrons are produced. These are attracted towards the electrodes and make it negatively charged. And vice versa. Therefore, there is a separation of charges occur at the electrolyte interfaces. That means here a positive charge is created at the solution interface and negative charge is created at the electrode. So, a potential difference is created between the electrode and electrolyte interfaces, which is called electrode potential. The potential difference develops between the electrode and electrolyte interfaces is called electrode potential. Then, what do you mean by standard electrode potential? When the concentration of all the species involved in a half cell is unity, then the electrode potential is known as standard electrode potential. Or otherwise, the potential is measured under standard condition. That means 1 molar concentration of solution, 298 Kelvin temperature, etc. You know, this is oxidation half cell. That is, oxidation takes place in this half cell. So, the potential created in this half cell is known as oxidation potential. The next half cell is copper rod dipped in copper sulfate solution. Here, the electrons coming from the anodic half cell are accepted by Cu2 plus ions in the solution to form copper atoms. Here, the electrons moves from the electrode to solution, so the electrode get a positive charge and the solution interface got a negative charge. Thus, a charge separation is produced at the electrode-electrolyte interfaces. This creates a potential in this half cell. This potential is known as reduction potential because reduction reaction takes place in this half cell. On the basis of IUPAC recommendation, reduction potential is taken as electrode potential. The magnitude of electrode potential depends on the concentration of ions, temperature and nature of the electrodes. An important point, you should remember that we cannot measure the individual half cell electrode potential directly. We can measure the difference in half cell potential. So, now we studied about the calculation of difference in half cell potential of Daniell cell. In Daniell cell, you know, zinc metal will undergo oxidation to form Zn2 plus ions and Cu2 plus ions in the solution will undergo reduction to form copper atoms. The cell representation of Daniell cell. This is the cell representation of Daniell cell. A cell can be represented anode on left side and cathode on right side. In between them, a double vertical line is present known as salt bridge. So, anode on left side and cathode on right side, and in between the two solutions a double vertical line is found which is known as salt bridge. In the case of Daniell cell, zinc rod is dipped in zinc sulfate solution act as anode and copper rod dipped in copper sulfate solution act as cathode. Two aqueous solutions are separated by salt bridge. Here two half cells are present. In these two half cells, a electrode potential is created. The difference in two electrode potential is known as cell potential or EMF of the cell. EMF of the cell or E cell is equal to E cathode minus E anode or E right minus E left, because cathode on right side and anode on left side. Here E right means copper rod dipped in copper sulfate solution half cell, and E left means zinc rod dipped in zinc sulfate solution half cell. The measured half cell potential of copper rod dipped in copper sulfate solution is 0.34 volt and the zinc rod dipped in zinc sulfate solution is 0.76 volt. Then substitute the values in the above equation, then we get the cell potential of Daniell cell is 1.1 volt. Now you have a doubt. From where this half cell potential value we get? Previously I told the half cell potential cannot be measured directly. But here we get the half cell potential value of Daniell cell. How we measured the half cell potential values? The half cell potential values can be measured by using a reference electrode. Reference electrode is an electrode whose potential is known. Here, the reference electrode we taken is standard hydrogen electrode or SHE. This consists of a glass tube containing platinum metal wire and its bottom consists of platinum foil coated with finely divided platinum. Through this opening, hydrogen gas at 1 bar pressure is constantly bubbled. This solution in this beaker contains 1 molar HCl or sulfuric acid to release H plus ions. So, this is the diagrammatic representation of standard hydrogen electrode or SHE. By convention, the potential of standard hydrogen electrode is taken as 0 volt. The cell representation of SHE is represented as platinum solid. Through this 1 bar pressure hydrogen gas is bubbled and this is dipped in 1 molar H plus ion solution. In between platinum solid, hydrogen gas and H plus ion solution, a single vertical line is present. This is the cell representation of standard hydrogen electrode. By using this standard hydrogen electrode, we calculate the half cell potential of any cell. So first we calculate the half cell potential of zinc rod dipped in zinc sulfate solution. Here the zinc rod dipped in zinc sulfate solution is connected with the standard hydrogen electrode. Then the voltmeter reading we get is 0.76 volt. Here in this voltmeter reading, we put a negative sign because with respect to standard hydrogen electrode, this half cell undergo oxidation. Next, the copper rod dipped in copper sulfate solution is connected to standard hydrogen electrode. Then we get the voltmeter reading 0.34 volt. Here we put a positive sign because with respect to standard hydrogen electrode, this half cell undergo reduction. Thus we measure the half cell potential of copper electrode is 0.34 volt and that of zinc electrode is 0.76 volt by using standard hydrogen electrode, and thereby we calculate the cell potential of Daniell cell is 1.1 volt. Next, our topic is electrochemical series. By using standard hydrogen electrode, measure the half cell potential of species and are arranged in the increasing order of their values. This series is known as electrochemical series. This is electrochemical series. From the series, you can see hydrogen at the middle. The species coming below to that of hydrogen have a tendency to get oxidized. This species coming above to that of hydrogen have a tendency to get reduced. Here, fluorine has the maximum value, so it acts as a good oxidizing agent. That means which have a tendency to undergo reduction. But lithium have minimum value, so it acts as good reducing agent, which means that it have a tendency to undergo oxidation. From this video, we studied mainly about electrode potential. What do you mean by electrode potential? Yes, a potential difference develops between the electrode and the electrolyte interface is called electrode potential. Then what do you mean by cell potential or EMF of the cell? Yes, it is the difference in two electrode potential is known as cell potential or EMF of the cell. Next, what do you mean by electrochemical series? Yes, this is the arrangement of species in the increasing order of their electrode potential value. So, today's class is over. Watch the video carefully and prepare a note on this area. Thank you.